Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Nashville Motor Speedway. Back again, as usual, it's me in the booth, Dustin Rogerson. How's everybody doing tonight? With me, as always, Adam Gladfelter. Adam, what's up, man?
Man, stressful day at work, but I am so glad to be sitting here broadcasting side by side with my buddy.
That's right. We always have a good time up in the booth. If you're new here, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share it out to a friend that might like some NASCAR or some trucks or some Gen 4s, old school. Tonight, these drivers are faced with the challenge of tire management, and it's going to be key here. It looks like a simple track. These drivers are going to make it look heck of a lot easier than what it actually is. But, yeah. I'm going to throw myself up on camera. What's up, everybody? This is me. How's it going? And, you know, last week, Chase Stinfley put on a clinic here in both races. The Truck Series and the Gen 4 Series. The Gen 4 Series, man, he really just was on a whole nother planet with that win. And tonight, he is repping a whole new paint scheme out here. Let's take a look at it. Look at that donut mobile. Chase Stinfley, everybody. He is going to be our featured driver of the evening. We're going to pull him in the booth real quick and holler at him. I know he's streaming over there on Twitch. You can go holler at him in the messages. Tell him we sent you. And let's get the old driver of the slap wagon in here. Mr. Chase Stinfley, last week you put on one heck of a show for everybody in both series, the Truck and the Gen 4. Tonight, you're faced with a whole new challenge here at Nashville. And I see you have a new donut mobile out here. Man, what's going to be the key tonight?
Man, it seems like the track temperature's way up, man. So this track's known to chew through tires from what I hear, and the temperature being up ain't gonna help that a whole bunch. But yeah, just out here trying to get a feel for old tires, new tires, what's the good play as far as pushing, and trying to get a rhythm.
Yeah, fifth fastest on the track right now. How much practice did you put in for this race tonight?
I was definitely lucky to make it last night when they had that session open. I think I did 100 laps at least. I don't remember exactly how many, but I know I at least got into the triple digits just trying to get her dialed in.
Well, the truck is looking good out here. You are our featured driver of the night. You know how we do it here. We feature a driver here. I didn't really see a bio, so if you want to tell the folks about yourself, maybe how old you are, how long you've been doing this iRacing thing, and anything else you want to add?
Oh yeah, man. Chase is my name. Slapping Tickle's the tag that you'll catch us at, and that's what we like to do. We like to slap and tickle around the track, man. But my background, pretty much, I did 22 years of asphalt road course racing, and I did a whole bunch of other stuff on the side, like a little bit of dirt oval in the karts, and also some road racing and like a Legends car and MX5s and some what do you call that, rallycross, or I forget the name of it, but they set up a track with cones in a parking lot, and they run cars around there and stuff. So I like the road course side, as you guys probably well know now, but that's why I joined the league, to get some more experience and learn some stuff from these guys on the oval side of things. But yeah, like long walks on the beat. No, I'm just kidding. That's pretty much it, guys. It's just racing. That's my thing since I was able to hold a wheel in my hand. I've like racing, getting out here and getting competitive and pushing it to the limit.
Oh man, we enjoy watching you each and every week, and looks like you've got some really nice partners alongside of you. Shout out to Drew Kuhn and his Pinnacle Wraps here for keeping that car fresh. Yeah, hopefully you can turn that donut light on tonight, because that car is looking pretty sweet. Truck.
Oh yeah, man, it would be fitting to get the donut shop truck in the victory lane, but we got some pretty staunch competition, and the track's going to be one of our competitors here too, how we treat the truck and stuff. So it's going to be a fun night, and I appreciate you guys featuring me and stuff. That's a pretty cool deal. And yeah, shout out to Drew. at Pinnacle Wraps for the slick wraps that he puts on us, and shout out to you guys for bringing it to the people, all the broadcast and everything. So it'll be a fun night. You
Yeah,
won't
man.
want to miss.
We appreciate you having our logo on your stream there too, and giving us a little love there. Adam, you got anything for your buddy old Chase here?
Man, I'm glad to see the track temp up a little higher than we've seen it. You know, it's going to separate the men from the boys tonight. So we're going to see just how good you really are.
Oh yeah, it's going to be the test for the ages. Yeah, this track, like I was saying, is known for chewing up tires, but yeah, you add that temperature, and it's really got to be teacups on the steering wheel, man. You got to be nice and easy with it, and watch your entry speed, and you don't want to overdrive, or you'll cook the tires, and then you'll never get that temperature down due to the track temperature being so high. So it's going to be a really interesting race to see how everybody attacks the issues that we're given, the temperature and the track and the trucks. There's going to be a whole lot of different driving styles out there on display for you guys. So,
well, we're excited to see it, man. Well, we wish you luck.
Yeah.
Get down there and go to town.
And we know you got
boys.
A lot of folks watching here and supporting you. So just in case we don't get to talk to you at the end of the race, we'll give you the opportunity to shout those people out and maybe all the sponsors you got.
Oh yeah, man. Well, first off, you guys, man, 0X Media and Designs. You guys keep it entertaining, dude. I love rewatching the streams and just hearing you guys cut up and keep it light. But you guys get to all the interesting parts of the racetrack. You guys do a really good job of throwing a wide blanket, of being able to keep your eyes peeled and everything. I got a lot of respect for that. You guys got a good thing going, a lot of skill up there, keeping everybody entertained. And then, Pinnacle Wraps, Drew Kuhn over there for keeping our trucks and our cars looking slick as hell for Victory Lane, man. Hopefully we can put it in there tonight for him. And then, the Outcast Motorsports iRacing League. You've guys seen it week in and week out. Every race, there's good hard racing but a lot of respect, and everybody's getting better too, which is the main goal of the league. Dropping time, getting consistent, learning how to read the trucks or the cars or whatever, and talk nice to them and get through a long race. And then I got to thank my old lady. She's sitting right here with me on stream, Mrs. Slap and Tickle. She's my co-pilot and wouldn't be able to do it without her blessing, and she lets me fool around on this thing and get that heart pumping racing adrenaline rush that I used to get, but at a lot less of cost. And then thanking the good Lord, man, keeping us above ground. The good days and the bad days, you take it with a grain of salt, but
Yep. Absolutely,
Well,
man. It's a pleasure talking to you as usual. What'd you have for him, Adam?
Oh, well, Chase. So Mrs. Slappentickle said she was in a lawn chair last week. You gonna get her a couch or what? She needs to be comfortable back there watching you.
oh, it's in the works, man. We're gonna get that premium mink leather that we have on the slap wagon. 55-inch screen, surround sound, extra polish on the trophies and everything. So we'll get her lined out with something nice and plush. That way she can sit comfortably in the passenger seat. You definitely got my blessing on that.
Well, man, I have no doubt that you will do whatever you need to do to make her comfy.
Oh, you best believe it, man. I gotta keep sim racing somehow.
That's right.
That's
Right. Yep, gotta keep them happy.
Amen on that, man. I appreciate you guys. It's gonna be a fun night.
All right, man. We'll be watching you. Good luck tonight, and shout out to all the Slap and Tickle fans out here watching. Thanks a lot, Chase, for talking to us, and once again, good luck.
All right, Adam, Dustin, we'll catch you later, man. Enjoy.
All right, take it easy, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Chase Stimpley, everybody, man. I'm telling you, every time we talk to him, it gets better and better. Really cool guy there. That's crazy. All these guys in this league are really cool. Let's shout out a couple things real quick. Actually, before we do that, let's show how these drivers are looking for the playoff push. We are on week 5. There are 4 weeks left after this before we go into our first playoff race. The standings are looking like this. Matthew Montgomery in the truck series here is still in first place. Richard Keene in second. Eric Johnson to third. Brandon Brock in 4th, Brian Welchel in 5th, Brian Zemer in 6th, Josh Yarbrough in 7th, Anthony Bennett in 8th. Chase Stinfley moved up 16 spots to 9th. Charles Wilson is in 10th, and that is the look at the playoff push for the Truck Series. Now I want to show a couple things here, like old Slap and Tickle was talking about. You know, they got them good-looking paints out here, and you got the other sponsor of the league right here, GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com. I say it each and every week. If you haven't been to that website, what are you waiting for? Ronnie Welchel out here looking good in the 62 with the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds yellow and blue truck. Really nice looking truck here. And so shout out to Drew Kuhn and Pinnacle Wraps. Drive Pinnacle, drive distinction. I think that's what it is. I might be mistaking. I'll have to look.
No, you got it. You got it. When you drive Pinnacle Reps, you drive with distinction.
So go holler at him. He now has a Facebook page, everybody. And he's not just going to rush your paint out there. He's going to give you a product that he's proud of. And as you see it right here with the 62 and the 57 of Charles Wilson. Charles Wilson also repping that brand. A lot of these guys have switched over to it. Richard Keene, I mean, he was on board there for a while anyway. So, but yeah, shout out to Drew, making these drivers look good out here. When you run a Pinnacle, you drive distinction. That's what it is. Thanks, Drew, for reminding me. I appreciate that. Now we have 2 minutes left. And I don't know what our little banter is going to be about tonight, Adam. I got to think of something. But until then, since we have 2 minutes left, let's jump in to our national anthem. This is a new singer. And I want the folks watching to let me know who they think it is. We'll be right back.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts they watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were clear, the bombs bursting in air, getting through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
There we go. We are back after the national anthem. That didn't take very long. Jennifer Gladfelter in there saying Mariah Carey, and you are right. Mariah Carey was the national anthem singer. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Right now we're taking a look at the 53 of Brian P-Dubs Welchel. Jason Anderson, this is definitely Mariah Carey. Yes, it is. Mariah Carey is one of our favorite artists. Well, I say one of ours. It'd be more like Derek Buckaloo's and mine.
Oh, it might. I love you some Mariah Carey.
Yeah, some old school Mariah. I'm telling you right now, you call Derek Buckaloo. I know you guys don't have his phone number, but you call him up, you get sent a voicemail, you get Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. And that's not a lie. Phantom says won't be in the chat tonight, running a Coca-Cola truck just for you Pepsi lovers. All right, we'll be sure not to
We
feature
appreciate
you.
that. Yeah, we appreciate that.
What number are you, buddy? So I can make sure I stay off of that. Sam Bridges out here, first one on the track for the qualifying. Sam running the 8 Valvoline. Tiffany Brennan in the chat. What's up, peeps? What's up, Tiffany? How you guys doing tonight? Or gals, whoever's watching. Charles Wilson out here in that beautiful 57 U.S. Army truck made by Pinnacle Reps. Brian Zemer and his signature 55 Moza machine. Another nice looking paint scheme. I think we seen this one last week. Jordan Bridges in the 4.5. The Ink 4.5, I believe that's a tattoo shop. He's along, I think he's teammates with Matthew Montgomery, your points leader. Matt Montgomery in the 12. This guy, man, he's won 3 out of the 5 races. Maybe even 4. 3 out of the 4, because this is the 5th. I'm sorry. I don't math well.
Yeah, something just doesn't add up.
Daniel Veerkamp out here with the 1,000-pound sister scheme. Come on. Ronnie Hurst, fastest in practice. Now he's going to get out here and see what he's got on the qualifying in the 22. Josh Yarbrough right now, your fastest qualifier at the moment.
Yeah, bro.
The speedy pirate himself. Sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful. Warren Cook, second fastest on the track in the 16 Marines truck. Well, look at that. Matthew Montgomery takes the top spot for now.
By almost a tenth.
I'm not seeing this Coca-Cola truck. Not yet, anyway. I'm looking for it. Brandon Brock takes to the track in his signature 3 Pepsi DuPont. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is a driver you can get behind in the old Pepsi mobile.
I'm pretty sure if anyone was running the Coke games, your trading paints would turn it to a Pepsi scheme anyway.
I need to set it up like that. You know what? That's what I'm
Yep,
going to do.
definitely.
I'm going to change my trading paints to where every vehicle out here is a Pepsi machine. As I just finish off a nice cold mug root beer, and I exchange it for the black can Pepsi. 0 sugar. Come on. Check this out, Adam. That's the sound of goodness.
That's right. You know, as much as I would love a soda, I'm not allowed to have them.
What you mean?
They hurt my stomach.
Oh, come on.
You know, because once you start, man, you just can't stop.
Yeah, that's true. I do need a little bit more water in my life.
Yeah, she's got to hide the, she hides the sodas.
I tell you, one of my biggest guilty pleasures, Little Debbie snacks.
Oh, don't get me started on little Deborah.
So where's my brother B Dubs? We're showing him right here on screen at the moment. He's hitting them qualifying laps. Let's see what he's got. He's coming to the line. Next time around should be his first time or his second time lap. Right now he's 13 quickest. Ryan Eberhard is taken to the track. We'll move over there here in a moment.
Yeah, we've got time. He's just now rolling off pit road.
Yeah, he's got to get up to speed. Let's see what Brian Welchel does. I don't think his second lap was as good as his first.
Well, I don't think it posted. He hit the wall on the exit of 4.
Oh, yeah. That'll happen. Ryan Eberhard in the 5. Looks like he got a new paint scheme. Now, you heard these drivers talk about the track temp and how much of a monster that's going to be tonight. You see, it looks like this surface is concrete. I'm not sure. It may be.
It is.
And that's
It's
what's going to make it very
Cheese grater.
rough.
Yeah, it's a cheese grater.
And if you've been here before and you've seen these guys race, it's usually green most of the time. So strategy does play a factor. Not so much in the fuel strategy, but in the tire saving strategy and how fast on and off pit road you can be. So anyone can win this race. Currently, Matt Montgomery, Yarbrough, Brock, Cook, and Zemer the top 5. We'll see if Eberhard has anything to say about that for his second lap. Talk about Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Remember, the All Nashville Roadshow is coming April 11th. That's coming up. And then the Rhododendron Festival. I know you guys love hearing me say that. That's April 12th through May 11th. So you got plenty of time to head on over there and check that out. And then don't forget the Hiawassee Rodeo, May 24th and 25th. Get on over to that website if you haven't. What are you waiting for? Shout out to the Outcast guys for having us along. It's our pleasure doing this broadcasting for you. And we're getting ready to grid up here. Maybe. Yarbrough still out on the track. I don't know if I have my mic muted, so we might have to hear the drivers' meeting. Are they talking at him?
They are.
Okay, good. Then my stuff is muted. Andrew Kuhn says, thank you. Sharp as always. Number 5 is another Pinnacle rep. Miss Gladfelter in there. She redacted the message. What'd she say?
Oh, I read it before. I read it before she, after she posted it, before she removed it. It says, she said, sounds like you've been saying rhododendron your whole life.
All my life. I just might not have been saying it right the whole time. Come on. All right, drivers getting ready to grid up. They're going through their last stages of their meeting. We had a lot of drivers not pit, not sure how much time we got left in qualifying. Accidentally revoked. There it is. Yes, sir.
Track temp, buddy. Woo, is up to 110. It was 99 to 101 during practice. Now it's up to 110.
Woo! Timmy in the chat said, let's go, Charles. Sorry, I missed that comment earlier. Thank you, each and every one of you guys coming out week after week and show after show and dropping the comments. I really, really appreciate the support.
You know who we don't see in here
Who's that?
in this race? Drew Kuhn.
Drew said he's going to be out. He's got some things going on.
Man,
Well, it's important. His daughter is doing softball. I hope he doesn't mind me saying that. And we'd like to wish her good
Oh,
luck
yeah,
and
definitely
a
good
great
luck.
season.
well, we do miss the Kuhn mobile out here.
Yeah. From a dad that has a daughter that plays softball
Well-
also. I know you're going to be busy. Got your hands full.
Absolutely.
Drivers are gridding up, and that can only mean one thing. Kevin James, take it away.
For the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
Ladies and gentlemen, your starting grid for tonight's race. You have Matthew Montgomery, the pole winner, Joshua Yarbrough in second, Brandon Brock in third, Warren Cook in fourth, fifth goes to Brian Zemer, sixth Sam Bridges, seventh Richard Keene, eighth Ronnie Welchel, ninth Charles Wilson, 10th goes to Ronnie Hurst, 11th, we haven't seen him in a couple weeks, Daniel Veerkamp, 12th goes to Jordan Bridges. 13th, Brian P-Dubs Welchel. 14th, Ryan Eberhard. 15th, Mr. Slappin' Tickle Chase Stimpley. Eric Johnson in 16th. Michael Seymour in 17th. Hale Peterson in 18th. Terry Litweiler in 19th. Fox Bolton in 20th. Britt Osborne in 21st. Joe Brennan 22nd. David Davis. Say that 3 times fast in 23rd. 4th goes to Michael Stevens. 24th, Michael Stevens. Take a look at the track temp, folks. 106 right now. That'll rise throughout the race, or it might go down. Who knows? We'll find out. 84 degrees in the air, 38% humidity with a 5-mile-an-hour wind. And the pace car's off.
Here we go. Where's Barney at?
Green flag.
Oh, there's Barney. And the green flag is in the air.
I almost missed that start cam.
Well, very late start for everybody, including Matthew Montgomery. They just did not want to go tonight.
Oh, a car goes around, truck goes around. He's in the grass. Who is that, Adam?
Looks like the 9 of Jamie Fox Bolton.
Fox Bolton off the track back there. Let's take a look and see what happened.
Looks like gets in the throttle and just gets too loose.
Oh, that could have been bad.
Tries
for
to
the
keep it off.
79.
Tries to keep it off the 79, and he doesn't hit anything.
Back out front, Montgomery with a nice 1-second lead over Brendan Brock. or Brandon Brock. Sorry, I know sometimes I say Brandon. I mean Brandon. I don't know why I say that. Josh Yarbrough and Brandon Brock battling for second. That's given Montgomery the chance to pull away. '77 Yarbrough in the wall a little bit. So, Phantom 79 in the chat is, by process of elimination, and the guy running a Coke Mobile, Joe Brennan. I'm going to tell you, that paint scheme is kind of heavy. I'm just kidding, man. It looks good, man. Andrew Kuhn says there are a few races the rest of the season that he'll be able to make, but not too many. That's okay, man. You're here with us in spirit. And you're here with us on stream, dropping comments. We appreciate that. Taking a look at Ronnie Welchel here. He's not doing too bad. He's out there in 8th place. 29, Richard Keene trying to get around the 8. Jordan Bridges.
Dustin, I'm
sorry,
on board
Sam Bridges.
I'm on board with these trucks, and just kind of looking at the cloud cover, and you know, they're struggling, which corner they're struggling in, and it looks like it's really sunny in 3 and 4, and it's shady in 1 and 2.
Well, we see. I'll have you pick a driver. Let's go on board with him.
Let's go on with Brian Zimmer.
Oops, wrong button. We already did that. We already did the AC/DC. Told y'all I got so many buttons in here. Woo. 20 people watching. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. On board with Brian Zimmer right now. Take a look at the cloud cover as Adam was just talking about. Got to be very easy on the throttle out. As you hear, he is. Matthew Montgomery way out front. We'll see if he can keep that lead or if he's overdriving it. I doubt it, because this guy is a wheelman, and I've seen him just pull out front. You think his tires are going to fall off, and they don't.
Well, he's doing just what he needs to do to stay in front of the field right now. I mean, he's close to second place as far as time goes, but he's just doing what he needs to do to stay out there.
Oh, yeah. Biggest mover of the race so far, number 71. That is Terry Litweiler in the new Certamobile. Another one done up by Pinnacle Wraps. Like, he's got his name stamped all over this field. I want to say that Terry said that he works for Serta in some sort of way. So, yeah, and look at that.
He works for Serta in some sort of way?
That's right. You know, I'm doing my best.
Well, hopefully he gets a comfortable position tonight.
Check that out, though, on the hood of that truck. Let me zoom in on here for you folks at home. What do you notice about that? Look at that 0X right there. Come on.
What?
They make the best mattresses in the world. Warren Cook, new driver. He was up. He's down 2 spots currently, but he's still in the top 10. 6th place for him right now. Your favorite driver, Richard Mikey Keene in the 29. Hopefully tonight he can best a 3rd place. This guy is notorious for his 3rd place finishes.
Well, he's running 5th right now.
How many
He's
laps
up
of
2
fuel
spots.
do you think these guys have?
Man, I don't know.
Let me me take a look here and see who we have in the
Well,
Discord.
the fuel limit's only 64%, so I would say about 25.
You know who's in there? Joe Brennan in the 79. I'm going to bring him in. He's in race G saying he's good to go for an interview, so let's do it up. Hey, Joe, is Dustin and Adam in the booth? Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, hello.
There you are, sir.
Oh, what?
We got you on camera right now, so don't mess up.
Yeah.
Got the 79 Coke Mobile out here. We were just
Yes,
talking about fuel strategy. How many laps of fuel do you guys get for a run here?
I believe they were saying about 35, 36.
Right on, so probably about 2 stops.
Yes, sir.
Should be pretty good. Man, just wanted to thank you also for tuning in each and every week and commenting. And so it's nice to have you out here on the track so we can comment or commentate your drive tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, at least I can do if I ain't racing, spectate.
Well, did you make this paint scheme or did you have somebody else make it?
No, it's just one I pulled off of trading paints for right now. I'm in the process of building one myself.
Right on, man. Well, can't wait to see what that looks like. But yeah, we just wanted to pull you in for a little bit, so we appreciate you taking the time while you're driving to give us a word. And do you have any shout-outs that you want to give?
Just to everybody in the league and, you know, my wife for watching and you guys in the booth.
So we appreciate that, and we wish you the best of luck.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Brennan, everybody, running that 79 Coke truck. You know how we feel about Coke around here, but to each their own. Tomatoes.
That's right. Dustin, you should see the battle here. Starting back in 7th place, you got Ronnie Welchel leading this cluster. And the trucks, they just can't get away from each other. As the 55 gives a bomb. Well, is that the 55? Who is that?
Sam Bridges says there's an
Oh,
imposter.
yeah, that was
Sam
Chase.
Bridges.
Yeah, Chase Stiffley got into the back of him. To Daniel Bierkamp.
They are piled up here. How many trucks do we have right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that you can throw a blanket over. Brian Welchel trying to get around Bierkamp. Bierkamp in the 2, Welchel in the 53. Eric Johnson on the inside.
Yeah, that killed Welchel's entry right there. He's going to try it again. Looks like B-Dubs, he's pretty good on the outside. That may come into play later.
Absolutely. I'm hearing some thunder outside, so if the broadcast abruptly shuts off, that's due to storms, and I apologize, but so far so good on the drop frames. YouTube seems to be working well. Hopefully the other ones are working really well over there on Twitch. Follow those guys, Outcast Motorsports on Twitch. We have Tiffany Brennan in here. Passes Joe drinks, Diet Coke, y'all. Don't let him fool you. Hey, zero sugar Coke, Diet Coke, it don't matter. Like, I'm a zero sugar fan, so I'll be drinking zero sugar Pepsi or Diet Pepsi, whatever one they have. Hopefully the engines aren't too loud, everybody. Let me know.
Got B-Dubs 3 wide in the middle. Between
Gets
the
through
57
that.
and the 18.
Welchel going to come down to the bottom, or his dad, sorry, come down to the bottom. Let's go on board with Eric Johnson. Get a first-person view of this. Eric Johnson out of Springfield, Missouri, one of the Outcast originals. Just as we went on board, he gets around that cluster. Now you get a nice view of that Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds paint scheme. These drivers are making it look super easy out here. I'm telling you, they got their hands full on exit. You can see it right there with Eric pushing it on exit, how he had to turn right to save it just a little bit, keep that truck underneath of him. And he's making it work.
The bottom line, definitely going to save some tires. Right along that yellow line.
Matt Montgomery still out front with a almost 2-second lead. Let's take you through the top 10. Matthew Montgomery here in first place. Josh Yarbrough in second place. Brandon Brock in third. Brian Zemer in fourth. Richard Keene in fifth. Warren Cook in sixth. Almost said 16th because his number popped up. Ronnie Hurst in seventh. He's up 3 spots. Up 7th spots to 8th, Chase Stimpley. Sam Bridges, he's in 9th place. And Eric Johnson is up 6 spots in 8th. Now let's go ahead and take a look at 11th, which is Terry Litweiler, because he is the biggest mover at the moment, up 8 spots. Three wide there with the 99 of Cale Peterson. Cale on the middle. Veerkamp and Wilson around him. Brian Welchel on the outside in this 4-pack. Look at the drive in he gets, but he's going to lose it in the center. And he's going to get a little bit better run off the bottom. Some nice tight pack racing. Wasn't really expecting to see this. Tiffany says, we don't drink Pepsi in this house. Come on, man. Do I need to turn my camera on again? I'm just kidding.
Please no.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that. Come on. 22 people watching. Thank you so much. If you're just joining us, my name is Dustin, and with me is Adam, and we are part of the Zero X Media crew. And we do these broadcastings for Outcast on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you'd like to drop a comment, you must be subscribing to the channel. I didn't make that rule. But, yeah, please hit the subscription button. We're trying to get to 500. I know we're a ways away, but everyone helps.
Justin, let's go side by side with the 53. Look who he's battling.
A father-son battle taking place right here. Come on, Ronnie. You can't give it to him that easy. Come on.
Spin him, Ronnie. Spin him.
Get
Put him in the wall.
Oh, I thought he was going to dive on him.
He's not that type of racer.
I will say I did have Ronnie's bio up earlier because I was thinking about making him a highlighted driver of the evening. Ronnie, you know, age is just a number. 66 years old out here. And he's been racing on iRacing for 5 years. I want to shout this out because he said, like, who he wants to shout out, any family members or anything. He says his wife, Lynn, for putting up with this racing thing. His son, Brian, and son-in-law, Joe, for conning me into iRacing. So it's Joe's fault. That's Joe Brennan, I believe, that he's talking about. Ryan Eberhard looks like he's falling off a little bit, but he's going to gain some momentum here. Brian looking to try to get around him. Matthew Montgomery, I'm trying not to take too much away from you, buddy, but you just got way too much of a lead. There's nothing to see here, folks. Keep moving. 2-second lead for Matthew Montgomery.
Oh, Ronnie Welcher gets loose on the exit of 4 and comes down and almost collects the 79. Woo! Man, oh man, that was very nice save.
I don't even. Where'd he go? I can't see him on here. There he is.
Let's see if we can go back a lap to that save. Coming off the exit of 4 on lap 31, going to 32.
Let me see if this was it. I think this might have been it because you said he got loose up high.
Yep, between him and the 79.
Oh, there
he
it
got in
was.
the wall. He got tight, not loose.
There it was. We just barely seen it.
Good save, though.
Daniel Veerkamp and the 1,000-pound sisters out there trying to make moves.
Is that 1,000 pounds combined, or are they 1,000 pounds each?
Ooh, I don't know, but I don't think they weigh that anymore. I think they lost a lot of weight. I'm not 100% sure, so shout out to those two.
Try being my size, Amy. You don't know what it's like.
Tiffany said, Daddy might give Brian some trouble, LOL. And then it's always Joe's fault, according to her dad. Come on. Hey,
Of course.
That's how it's supposed to
son-in-law's
be.
fault. It's always a son-in-law's fault.
I'll tell you, I don't
I
look forward
got
to
in-laws
that.
just like that. It's always my fault.
Oh, big moment for the 2 of Veerkamp. And he's going to get passed by the 5 of Ryan Eberhard and Welchel. We have a Ronnie Hurst, first one down pit lane. Tiffany's asking Ronnie why he's mad at Joe trying to take him out. Veerkamp on pit lane. Those are your first 2 saviors. Cale Peterson coming to pit lane.
You know, that's funny. That's funny that Tiffany would say that it's Joe's fault. Yeah, my in-laws are just like that. It's my fault. Like it can't possibly be their daughter's fault. Right?
No, never.
Never.
I say I feel bad for whenever my daughter gets married later on in life. Hopefully never anytime soon, obviously. But, oh, big moment for Brandon Brock. He goes around coming down pit lane.
He gathered it, though. No damage. He didn't hit the wall. Everybody's coming pit road.
Uh-oh, what happened? Ryan Eberhard in an incident. That's not going to be good for these drivers that are pitting, maybe. They might trap some a lap down. That might not be good for the leader.
Oh,
the leader on
man,
pit road.
oh, man, oh, man. This is not what we wanted to see.
That's not what Matthew wanted to see for sure, I guarantee.
There's going to be some guys trapped a lap down.
First caution of the race comes at lap 40. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Taking a look at the 5 of Ryan Eberhard. Aerial view. The 22 coming up on him fast. Whoa! So he had some help.
Man, Dustin, it is turned into chaos. We got drivers that are out of fuel. They can't make it back to pit road.
Whoa. That'll shake things up quite a bit. You see, I don't know. He was slowing way down there in the turn. I don't think the 22.
Yeah, the pit.
Oh, was he out of fuel? I don't think Ronnie.
No, he was slowing. He was slowing down the pit. The 5 was.
Oh, well, he was way too high for that. Take a look at it one more time. with the chase cam here. Maybe, if I can find it. Sorry, I'm showing this over and over again, but
We love the action.
yeah. So,
Alright,
if
so
he's
Johnson's
coming
down
to
into
pit,
3.
he should have been way lower than that. He should have been on the apron, I think. But big moment there. Now, oh well, Matthew Montgomery's still going to come out in first place. At the moment, Eric Johnson up 14 spots to second. That's what he's being scored in right now. We'll see how it shakes out once this gets lined up.
Yeah, lucky break for Eric.
Step away real quick for a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. You won't miss anything if this goes green. We'll try to get it wrapped up. If not, you won't miss a thing.
Would you like your advertisement on our stream? Reach out to us on Facebook. Now, let's get back to the action with Dustin and Adam.
And we're back just in time. Pace car is off. Montgomery's in the lead. Johnson in second. Let's see if Eric Johnson can drive him down. Nobody's been able to hang with him here. Another caution. We've seen this before, folks. Cautions breed cautions. I don't know what that one was, but we'll go take a look and see if we can find it. Was that thrown by the admins?
Doesn't look like it. I didn't get a report saying that Eric Johnson threw it.
I didn't see anything happen here. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, 57.
57, Wilson. But he saved it. What a save. That's not going to be good on his tires. But, man.
Especially not brand new tires. Whew.
Tiffany said the best part of the races are the crashes anyways. We got some pit road takers here. Michael Seymour. Haven't talked about him yet today. He's coming down. He's in that 37. Chase Stimpley, slap and tickle. He's coming down.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get top some fuel off.
Gotta see. I don't know how many sets of tires these drivers had tonight. They usually get.
They had three.
Yeah.
Yep, they had 3.
Whew. That was a pretty wild ride there for the 57. Let me see. Charles Wilson. Let's take a look at it one more time. Let's take a look at it from the blimp cam. Okay, he had a little bit of netcode help from the 62. But what a save. Way to keep it underneath of him. And the lights are off, Adam. That can only mean one thing.
Oh yeah, let's get back to racing.
Andrew says always 3 sets. Says Joe won't let me race because I'm a magnet for wrecks. I wouldn't even make one lap before I hit the wall. LOL. Well, you need to talk Joe into letting you come out for Sunday Fun Day, and then it doesn't matter. They
Oh,
applaud
absolutely.
X's in Sunday Fun Day. I almost let my daughter drive on Sunday Fun Day. Here we go. Barney's got the flag in his hand.
Street flag.
Driver's going to jockey for position all the way around the first couple laps here until they get spread out.
We got a couple of 3 wide battles back here in the back.
3 wide,
Shuffling
Ronnie
around.
Welch
Everybody
along the
just-
center.
Yeah, just trying to figure out. Oh, Ronnie gets a little loose on the exit of 4. Four wide battle up front. About 6th place. They've kind of toned it down between Beer Camp and some other guys. This is where the racing's at, Dustin.
Yeah, right in the center.
This is where I want to be.
That's not where I want to be. I want to be where this guy's at. Matthew Montgomery. Clean air. Not a care in the world. Just out there. Livin. Britt Osborne, he's up 13 spots. He's battling in this pack that Adam was just talking about. Montgomery, Johnson, Yarbrough, Bridges, Litweiler, your top 5. Terry Litweiler, he's up 14 spots. Eric Johnson also up 14 spots. There's somebody that's new, I think. David Davis. He's up 12 spots. Look at him in the 07. Cale Peterson in the 99 looking to follow the 55 around Osborne. Osborne a little bit loose in the center.
You know why these guys are racing so hard back here, Dustin?
Why is that?
They're racing for the lucky dog.
Oh, yeah.
You got 5 guys back here racing for the lucky dog.
Peterson, Brock, Joe Brennan. Welchel and Hurst. All 1 lap down. Zemer 2 laps down. But we've seen it before how green these how long we can have these green flag runs. So I wouldn't hold your breath on a lucky dog unless you're going to get it back the old-fashioned way, as we see Yarbrough get into the wall.
that won't happen. That won't happen.
We may get one, but it's not going to come for a while. It probably if we get another one, I'm going to say around lap 80.
So I'm in the blimp mode as I normally do every week, and I'm just watching this pack back here. So coming out of turn 2, I'm overhead of Brian Welchel, and the glisten off the back of the bed of his truck is actually blinding me. It's just, it fills the whole screen with this blue tint.
I don't know if
When
we
it
can
hits the
see
sun.
that. I'll try to see it. Take a look at the blimp view. Welchel working on Eberhard.
But we gotta tell him, look, buddy, if you're gonna run this paint scheme, the top needs to be black, because it's killing me.
Let's see here. I don't really notice anything. I didn't really notice anything on my screen. Maybe my graphics are turned a little bit lower. I do kind of see some glares, but not too much.
Yep, it's just the exit of 2, 'cause that's the only sunny part on the track, really.
Welchel working on Stimpley. Stimpley in 11th. Matthew Montgomery still out front. 1.5 second lead. Man, what's it going to take for these drivers to beat him on an oval?
Reckon?
Or maybe we get a pool together, and if we get some donations, we give him the old black flag just because.
Yeah, that's right. You know, there's a new rule that Eric Johnson put in the rule book. If you win 4 before the playoffs, the next race you got to start from the back.
I think they should start from the pits. I did that before, and that didn't
Yeah.
matter. That guy was so good. He was winning races from the pits. So for a very, very talented driver, it don't matter where you start.
That's right. You can't hide talent.
And some people just have the iRacing figured out like that. They're wicked fast everywhere. Me, not so much. Trying to go through here and find some action for you. Kane working on getting up to Sam Bridges.
Well, I can tell you this: I'm still watching this battle with Brian and Britt Osborne and them. And Chase Templey decided he wanted to go. Man, he's putting the bumper to people. He said, "Hey, I'm ready to go. It's past halfway. Got 41 to go. I got to move."
Osborne moves up the track a little bit. Not sure if that was intentional, but it opened the door for Brian Welchel.
This is really the first time this race that I've seen that Brian's had actually clean track. You know, someone not to his inside or outside.
Laying down some heaters right now. Fastest on track right now is Jordan Bridges in the 45. Well, he was, and then I clicked on him, and then
Mac Montgomery with the fastest lap.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to say that.
I'll say it, Dustin. I'll say it. We got a nice battle here between the 3, the 07, the 57.
This is all for that getting a lap back.
Yeah, that's right.
The 37, I believe.
Yeah, that's Michael Seymour. He's in 9th. He's
Yeah, he is on the lead lap, so he's stuck around this lap traffic here. Cale Peterson in the 99 would be your
he is the lucky dog as
lucky
of now.
dog right now. Okay.
But I'm sure it won't be too much longer. The 3, yeah, there's the 3.
Let me see if
He's going to be putting some pressure on him.
let me see if the battle box will work. There you go. You can see the difference right there. Cale Peterson only ahead by 0.7. Let's take a look. Let's see where. Oh, now Brandon Brock closes in on him a little bit. You see him right there in the 3, and they get together. Cale
Whoa, there's the 2.
Peterson
He goes around.
gets into the 2, and I think if he got an incident, the lucky dog will go to Brandon Brock. You have to keep me posted on that as we go back and take a look at what just happened there. That was Daniel Veerkamp. Cale Peterson getting into the 2 of Veerkamp. Take a look, see what happened to the 1,000-pound sisters. Peterson on the low line, just coming up too high. This comes up too high and gets into
No
Daniel
contact
Veerkamp.
between the other one. Yeah, nope. That was the only contact Veerkamp had. He scraped the outside wall, but it wasn't much.
Yeah,
Fantastic job by everybody avoiding that.
He should still be okay as far as damage goes to that truck. We'll take a look here and see if we can't see.
Yeah, the 99, he got just really tight underneath him, and he should have let off just a little bit. Because, I mean, he's fighting for the lucky dog, yeah, but that was a lead lap car.
Not too much damage there at all. He got really lucky there.
Yeah, no scrapes. That's good news for Veerkamp.
Now, I think these drivers could take their last set of tires here and push it all the way to the end. I think they're in that fuel window. And one driver stayed out.
Looks like Welchel.
And I think Zemer stayed out and Cale Peterson to try to get the wave around.
Yep, that's right.
Actually, were they a lap down? Was Brian a lap down too?
No, Brian was not a lap down.
Okay. I'd like to see pink on the track, Tiffany says. If you happen to show Charles Wilson's truck again and are able to get a close up, you will see that 0X is the Blackhawks tail number. Oh, I'm going to check that out here in a moment. Thanks, Andrew. Tiffany says, okay, what's the lucky dog? Okay, Adam, I'll let you explain the lucky dog.
All right, so the lucky dog is kind of a NASCAR term for the person who is the first car one lap down. And if there's a caution that comes out, that person now becomes the wave around car and can get his lap back, which he will start at the tail end of the field, but he will be on the lead lap now with the rest of the cars.
Now, there is clauses to that. If
In iRacing.
Yeah, in
there's
iRacing.
clauses in iRacing.
If they make
Yeah,
contact
if you
with
ma-
another
yeah,
car
if
and
you
they
make
get an
contact.
incident, or they're the cause of the caution, they do not get that lap back. Charles
Instead,
Wilson.
it goes to the person next in line.
Charles Wilson on the outside. I see the 0X and the Blackhawk on the side there. Check that out. Come on. Man, we appreciate you for putting that on there. Outcast Motorsports on the bottom. Look at that, man.
Oh, look at that Coca-Cola scheme on the side of that 53.
I don't see it.
Whew.
I don't see it.
Yeah, that's right. Turn a blind eye. That's that zero sugar talking.
She says, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, our pleasure to explain it to you. If you got any questions or anything, let us know. We're getting ready to go
Pace
green
car's
here.
off.
Let's see what Brian Welchel can do with the clean air. B-Dubs will lead him.
Huge checkup on
Montgomery.
the outside line. Man,
All
a
over
huge
him.
checkup.
I think Montgomery has fresh tires. Oh, Welchel just going to get a little tight on exit, and there he goes.
Yeah.
12 of Montgomery going to take the lead. Eric Johnson in third, trying to take second away from Montgomery.
Looks like the 57 dropping like a rock.
Oh, and what do you know? The donut shop. He's warming up that neon light, folks.
Does he have anything for Montgomery, though? That's the question we're asking here.
He's got his work cut out for him for sure. There's only 29 laps left. Eric Johnson not going to give it to him easy. Going to hold him down low, and he's going to get the run on Stempley.
They always have a great battle between one another.
Jordan Bridges up here, 8 spots up. He's in 4th place. Josh Yarbrough back to 5th. King, Litweiler, Dubs, Osborne, Davis. Brian Welchel just falling way off. Maybe he didn't have tires to take. Everybody else is just passing him like crazy.
Or he's strategizing.
Yeah, thinking that
'Cause,
maybe there's going to be
you
another
see, you
caution.
got 28. Yeah, you got 28 laps left. Yeah, go ahead and burn them up, boys.
As if he's sitting on a set of tires and these other drivers are not.
I mean, Matthew Montgomery just turned his fastest lap of the race. But he's got to. He's got to go. The fast guys have worked their way through the field.
Couple 3120s out there. Michael Seymour and David Davis.
Eric Johnson fastest on the track by 2/10 over Montgomery.
Stempley falling off. He might be strategizing as well. Yarbrough looking to get round Stempley.
He's looking. He showed him his left side. Oh, Stempley with the big arch closed the door on the 77. That's one move you can make here at Nashville. Nice wide arch.
These trucks are producing
Again.
some very good racing tonight.
Again, shuts the door on the 77. Here we go, 77 to the inside quarter panel of the 91.
Something happened
As
to
they go
Brian
side by
Zimmer.
side.
He entered pits and
Yeah,
then,
he's ended up with 3 black flags this race.
man,
Just not his week.
Eric Johnson closing the gap on Montgomery. Well, he started to, and then he stalls out. 1.2 tenths, and now he's gaining a little bit here. 23 to go. We'll see if he can close this up. It's a battle for 8th place here. Osborne and Davis.
Welchel and Wilson have dropped all the way to the back, and they're losing so much time to these fresher tires. They're 13 and 14.
Terry Litweiler with a strong showing in the Serta truck. Up 13 spots in 6th place right now. Trying to get around Mikey Keene. Stinfley doing his best to hold off Keene.
Looks like Montgomery and Johnson are swapping fast times each lap.
Montgomery out there just holding strong. And you're right. Back and forth, back and forth. As far as the lap times go. Here we go. I'll change the watch on your screen here. I'll change it to the driver's last lap time. Let you guys take a look. Yarbrough matching the leader right now.
Yeah, almost identical times.
Stinfley
53
fastest.
and 53, 57, 62, all on pit road. They stayed out. So now they're having a pit under green, which is not good.
Not good unless they get a lucky caution here. They need a lucky break.
Yeah, that's out the window now. They've been lapped.
Sometimes you gotta gamble, you know. I mean,
Yeah, that's right.
if you ain't
No,
got it
I-
in the bag,
I've probably gambled more times than I'd like to admit. And sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
I was with you the one time when we both strategized, and it definitely did not pay off.
It did not pay off.
Oh man.
And it looks like Mr. Ronnie is coming out right as the leader, side by side with him, to put him 2 laps down. Of course, he's got fresh tires. I don't think that's going to happen.
But that might slow up Montgomery enough for Johnson to maybe catch a little bit. That's going to put some dirty air on that 12. 12 not used to that.
Yeah, it'll put dirty air on him for sure and make him a little tighter. But Mr. Ronnie's not that type of racer. He'll do what he needs to do to stay out of the way of the leader.
Right.
But with these
Absolutely.
fresher tires, I think he's going to pull away. Looks like Johnson, Stinfley, and Yarbrough were 10th faster than the leader that time.
Tiffany says, Brian, what's happening, my bro? You let your brother pass you. Chase Stinfley up to 3rd now. He's got a battle here for with Yarbrough. Yarbrough trying to get that 3rd place spot. He's looking for an interview.
Well, Yarbrough and Stintley, they've been swapping back and forth.
Now, I don't know if we have any short track fans out there, but next week, these drivers try to tame one of the smallest tracks. They head to Bristol Motor Speedway.
That's going to be fun.
That's always a doozy. JCR says, I got 4,200 iRating, but I'll start in the back so someone can finally beat me. Or beat Matt. We just need to put a donation pool together.
A bounty.
That's right. I got 3 Little Debbie Snack Oreo brownies to the first person that beats Montgomery in an oval. "12 laps remain. The battle's right here for third. Stintley and Yarbrough going at it. Yarbrough loose off the exit.
I mean, Montgomery's in the playoffs.
Oh, he's got it sealed
So-
up. Well, he's just got to show up
Yeah.
because remember
he
they
just got to show up. Yep.
they have to complete 6 of the 8 races.
That's right. Well, now he's just making a statement.
Yeah, now he's just showing off. Nobody likes to show off, Matt. I'm just kidding, man. Phenomenal driver, this guy. Seen him out front a bunch. Let's see, he's won Daytona, Atlanta, Richmond, and he's on his way to Nashville. But not if Johnson has something to say about it. Mind the gap. Eric Johnson, similar lap time the last time around. Stintley and Yarbrough still battling it out. 9 to go. Bridges from 11th to 7th. Oh, that's because we have 2 Bridges out here, guys. We have a Jordan Bridges and a Sam Bridges. That's why I messed it up. The roster is not messed up. So Sam Bridges in the 45. I'm sorry, Sam Bridges in the 8. Jordan Bridges in the 4-5. That's confusing. And then on Thursday night, we have 2 Keens that are not related.
That's right.
How about this? Eric Johnson closing the gap. He's made it down to a 2nd. Samuel Bridges says, it's not the real Sam Bridges. I'm on the roster, not in the race. Well, I don't know who it is, man. I'm just going by what it says. Who's got your account number? Heavy lightning outside my house, folks.
Six laps to go. They're closing in on the leader, but do they have enough?
See Johnson taking the unorthodox line, running the apron now, trying anything he can. Big thunder outside. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Yes, that lead is shrinking, JCR. And yeah, Eric is just as confused. Me too. We're all confused around here. Johnson has 4 laps left to do this. Now, I don't know if he's going to be able to. Montgomery needs to make a mistake. $25 people watching. Thanks each and every one of you for joining us here on Zero X Media. I really appreciate that. I think this is the most viewers we've had in the stream at one point.
Looks like Johnson's fallen back into the clutches of Stinfley.
Yep,
They're
now-
getting closer and closer to one another.
Now Stinfley going to look to make a move, and that's going to open the door for Montgomery to pull away a little bit more. Big thunder outside. And the thunder rolls. Top 5 right now: Montgomery, Johnson, Stinfley, Yarbrough, and Keene. Talk about this guy. He's had a great race tonight. Michael Seymour, he's up 11 spots. Terry Litweiler, he's up 12 spots. David Davis and Britt Osborne, 11 spots and 10 spots. Joe Brennan up 9 spots, doing phenomenal out here. We're on the last lap, folks. Matthew Montgomery is your leader.
Simply looking low. Oh, he's into the rear quarter panel of 18. He backs off, gets the 18 a little loose. Gonna back his corner up.
Montgomery coming out of 4, the checkered flag's in the air, and he's going to win Nashville Super Speedway with Eric Johnson in 2nd and Chase Stinfley in 3rd. What a race. Barney's got to be careful waving this flag so hard that radio might fall off. We're going to step away while they give him love for one more commercial break. Thanks again to the sponsors, Outcast Motorsports and Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Get on over there, www.georgiamountainfairgrounds.com, and check that out. And then, shout out to us, Zero X Media. Go follow us on Facebook, Zero-X Media and Design.
Would you like your advertisement on our stream? Reach out to us on Facebook. Now, let's get back to the action with Dustin and Adam.
All right, we're back. We're going to pull these drivers in here one by one to do the driver interviews. We got to see if we can get Mr. Stinfley in here. What a wild finish. I thought maybe they had something for him. Ooh, the thunder's still rolling outside. Let's see here. I don't know if they want to do an interview. You said you pulled him in and he left?
Yep.
Should I try to pull him in again?
Yeah, try that.
Let's see. I don't want to make him mad.
I don't think you can make that man mad.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, there he is. He came back in. What's up, Chase? This is Dustin and Adam.
Hey, what's happening, fellas?
Man, heck of a drive for you tonight. We drove up 12 spots to end up finishing third to come talk to us once again in the old donut mobile, aka the
Yeah,
slap wagon.
Yeah, no donut shop tonight, dude, but I'll still be snacking on the ones from a couple weeks ago. I'm super happy with the P3, man. That was tough.
Yeah, it looked like you and Eric had the same idea. Save your stuff there for a little while at the end and then try to hunt down Mr. Montgomery. And then you're pushing it there, and it looks like you may have slid up into Eric just a little bit.
Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, we're bros, but we race hard out there, man. Yes, I had to get on the throttle as early as I could, and he was holding me. That's just the chess match we do out there, man. I love it.
Well, tires look like to be the big problem out there tonight. What did it feel like at the end of a fuel run in that truck?
A dump truck, man. A dump truck fully loaded with the front wheels light, not wanting to turn, screeching and sliding all over the place. And yeah, the drop off of the tires was crazy. And so yeah, you saw the gap that we kind of erased. On that last stint, man, I dove into the inside. I got race brain. I dove to the inside of Eric there, and we were just about a 3/4 of a second behind Matthew there. And I think that was the move that kind of extended that lead just enough for him to eke out those tires when me and Eric turned it on there at the end.
Yeah, it was very entertaining. What's it gonna take for you guys to beat Mr. Montgomery on one of these ovals here?
Oh Lord, a bunch. It's going to take a whole bunch of speed, man. That's just plain and simple of it. You got to be bad fast because he's won every oval race this season, man.
Yeah, he's definitely one to beat out there. I think you guys are gonna have him start from the pits or something, and I don't even know if that's gonna help.
Yeah, man, you ain't kidding. He's slick with it, man. Great wheel man. Very consistent. I think that's probably what keeps him up there. Is just consistency and then watching after his stuff. We almost lucked out. I think he burned his stuff up trying to get away from Eric there, and we were really reeling him in. But kudos to him, man. It was a heck of a drive. He controlled the pace the whole way, and he was consistent. Hit his pit box right. Didn't make many mistakes, and yeah, I think the fastest car won out there, man.
Absolutely. Adam and I are putting together a bounty. I got 3 little Debbie brownies and 2 Pepsis for the guy who can beat him on an oval.
Oh, dude, you had me at them little Debras, brother. I'm a sucker for those Debras.
I'll mail them to you and make sure they're fresh if you can beat them here. Next week we go to Bristol. How do you feel about that?
It's gonna be another one. Our viewers ain't gonna want to miss, man. It's gonna be a wild ride, but I can't wait for it, dude. These ovals are fun, and this group of guys, man, it just doesn't get any better. If you race in this league, man, it just makes the official races, like the public races, it makes them suck because it's all take and no give. You know what I mean? And just like me and Eric there at the end, if that would have been a public race, it would have ended in tears. We both would have, you know what I'm saying? We were right there on the line racing hard, and both of us finished. You know what I mean? You're able to keep it in control, and that's what you get when you race with Outcast Motorsports iRacing League, brother. Great drivers. and
Okay.
great group of guys and girls.
Yes, sir. Always entertaining. Adam, what do you got for the third place finisher?
Man, super solid and methodical run all night uh, from you. You know, you stayed kind of in the middle of the field the whole night until about 20 to go or so, and then you just moved up the track and gained all those positions. So very nice run for you tonight.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, when that first pit stop, I was pulling into the pits and the yellow came out, and that just pretty much cycled us all the way back to the back. So if I
Yeah.
would have saved a little bit more fuel, it could have worked out a little better. But that's racing, man. That's why I love it. Unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get. You got to adapt and overcome. Keep your head down.
Well, you definitely did that.
You've
Oh, I
been with
feel it, man.
you've been with us multiple times, so you know how this goes. We holler at you, and you give the shout outs. The floor is yours, sir.
Amen, brother. Yeah, Outcast Motorsports iRacing League, man. It's top tier from the top down, man. And we're growing. So yeah, hit us up. We got social medias. We got a Discord channel. You can get all the information. Everybody's available to ask questions. And like I said before the race, this is a league that's really focused on getting people better. You know, if you make a little mistake or something, you're going to get coaching. Or if you ask a question about anything, um, we'll get you the right answer. We'll find somebody that has it if we don't have it, if that makes sense. So big shout out to them, man. It's great running this. I look forward to it every week. Zero X Media and Design, uh, you guys are raising the bar on it, man. I think you fit right in because you got the dedication and you putting the time in, and the product pays off when you're really putting effort and you care about what the product is. You know what I mean? So big shout out to y'all. Uh, Pinnacle Wraps Design. If you run a Pinnacle, you're driving distinction, brother. Like you're gonna pop. You know, everybody's gonna know where you're at on the track because your paint's gonna stick out from all the competitors, man. They're just a step above. They're the pinnacle. So you're going to be visible and you're going to be distinct out there. Can't thank Drew Kuhn enough for keeping us looking slick out there. And then, yeah, thanking the old lady for letting me do this. Love her to death and appreciate her support, cheering me on and stuff. And yeah, the good Lord for all his blessings, as I always say, man. You can't forget him because none of this would be possible if it wasn't for him, brother. You know what I mean? So that's all I got.
Amen, man. You got it. Can I get an amen? Yes, you can.
Oh yeah, hit me 2 times with the amen, brother. I
Amen,
like that. Firm slaps, dude.
First, I love it, man. I love talking to you, man. Really fun. I look forward to seeing what you got Thursday night in the Gen 4s.
Oh yeah, baby. We're gonna send it or end it and give it all we got. So we'll be there.
All right, Chase, brother. Have a good night, man, and we'll talk to you then.
All right, Dustin, Adam, great job again tonight. Can't wait to watch the broadcast over, and I appreciate what you guys are doing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
buddy.
you so much.
All right, later, boys.
See ya. There you go, Chase Stimpley. If you haven't already, go follow him on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok at Slap and Tickle 91. That's your third place finisher. Now we gotta get our second place finisher, Eric Johnson, in here. Eric Johnson, Dustin and Adam in the booth. What's happening, brother?
What's up, brothers? How we doing up there?
Oh, you
Doing
know,
good. Doing
can't
good.
complain, living the dream. Man, pretty wild race for you tonight. Up 14 spots from where you started. And, you know, I've asked you many times, you're just not going to qualify?
We're trying to build a racecraft. We're come through the field, save your stuff, try to be there at the end. Work it slow. Just pay attention to the little things. That's all we're trying to do. We're just out there learning, man.
You're learning while teaching. It's fun to watch you guys week in and week out. And just, man, where it seems like we're always talking to you and it's paying off in the point standings. What's it going to take for you guys to beat Matthew Montgomery?
Man, that little hump right there. I don't know, Matt. I mean, let's be honest. We restarted with pretty much the same stuff. Like, it's not like we had to come through the field and he was able to sit up there pretty. Like we restarted with the same stuff, and he was able to gap us a little bit. So you can't take much away from Matthew. 4 in a row, like 4 in a row.
It's not in a row, but 4 at ovals in a row.
4 that
What?
he's ran in a row. Because
Okay,
last
well,
week,
true. I forgot about the road course.
Yeah, he ran the road course. He was just finished it towards the back, I think.
Oh yeah, we'll take that, Matt. You didn't get 4 in a row, so take that back. But no, he's put on a clinic, man, and we got to figure something out. We got to knock him down at least one peg here. We were so close, and we were starting to pull on him, and I was just really hoping Chase would give me a little push right there down the back straight, and he went in and took my left rear, and we went from 3/10 to a second behind in a corner with us just battling. And like I know Chase wants to win too, but time and place, like we race there, neither one of us can win. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do it for a while. You were closing the gap. You closed it from almost a 2-second gap to under a second, and I really thought you had it.
And we used everything up. Let me tell you. I mean, Chase had better stuff than we did at that point. Like, I feel I kind of chopped Chase's nose off there at the end. I got loose coming out. I think it was 4, and kind of got down on him. And good on him to not spin me out.
Yeah, Adam, what do you got for second place here?
another second place. I mean, another second place, Eric.
I'm a bridesmaid. I'm a bridesmaid,
I know.
bro. I'm not getting married. I'll watch Matthew get married over and over and over. Man, I'm a forever bridesmaid. It's been a running joke, actually. I think I had 6, 7 second place finishes in a row at one point.
Well, you'll get your win. I guarantee it. We root for you week in and week out. Super cool guy to hang out with on and off the track, and dang good driver, man. So you'll get
Hey,
it. I promise you.
I appreciate that. And like I tell you guys, like we don't come in here expecting to win. Like I said, when we get up there and we have a chance, like we definitely go for it. But we come in here, we try to race clean and just be there at the end. Like you got to be there to even have a chance. And I like to keep the truck clean and just race everybody clean how I want to be raced and just try to get up there.
That's right, man. Well, you made some really good moves. Back there in the back, early and mid run. There was some chaos back there. I mean, there was 10 cars that could not get away from each other.
You're not kidding.
So-
That's a weird balance because you want to get by them, but you can't just burn it up. So
Exactly.
you're trying to run hard, but you're trying to hold the bottom and just not slide the front. And yeah, that's what I enjoy. It's fun.
And before you send it off, I just want to say, it doesn't matter if you finish first, second, or third. As long as you're on that podium, you still get a bottle of champagne to spray.
No, I don't care about the champagne. I get to talk to you boys. That's all that
That's
matters.
right.
We
That's
get to
all
talk
that
to you
matters.
boys. Dang old son.
Dang, son. I didn't even say it all night. I was waiting for
What?
you.
That is
Hell
Dustin's.
yeah.
That is Dustin's thing that he says. Oh, dang, old son.
Yeah, he stole it from me. It's all right.
No.
We'll squash that later.
We know who stole it.
Yeah, no,
Come
that's
on.
yours for sure. I appreciate it.
Nah, it sounds better when you say it, though. So,
Got that twang. A
well,
little further
man,
south than you.
yeah, that's probably what it is. But
I mean,
man,
he's so far north, he's almost Canadian.
hey.
You're not wrong, eh?
Hey.
see?
Yeah.
Hey.
So, man, we appreciate you talking to us, and your turn. The floor is yours for all your shout outs, brother.
Man, this is rinse and repeat. First off, Outcast boys, you guys are amazing every week. I mean, look at the clean racing, the give and take. Like 23 trucks out here, and we're getting green flag stops, big runs. Like, can't ask for much more. You guys up in the booth, Adam, Dustin, every week, getting better, new stuff. Love it. And the admin team and just really just the Outcast guys. That's really I just want to thank those guys, all our drivers that show up every week and support us, and we wouldn't be anything if they didn't show up. So thank you guys.
Yeah, it's not a problem, man. It's our pleasure. We love doing this for you guys. And now we go to Bristol next week. Any tricks up your sleeve for that?
my favorite track.
Uh-oh. Well, hopefully we can see you in victory lane or somebody knock off Matthew Montgomery.
This is one of the few tracks that I do circle on the calendar.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, man. Well, we appreciate it. We're going to get on to our next interview, and we will see you here Thursday night to see what you got in the Gen 4s.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys. Adam, Dustin, keep killing it.
Thank you,
Catch ya.
sir. Appreciate you. Eric Johnson, everybody, your second place finisher. Like I said, there's not a bad guy in this group to talk to. We're going to get your winner here. I know a lot of you have been sticking in the chat waiting to hear from the winner, Mr. Matthew Montgomery. Let's see. Do we have him in here? Is he? Where is he? There he is. Matt, it's Dustin and Adam in the booth. Man, what's going on?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. We see you bringing fans to the stands. You got people in here constantly. We appreciate that. Once again, you're the fastest on the track, the guy to beat. What's the secret to the success?
That the race wasn't 10 laps longer. I don't know what happened there. Like whenever those guys came off of pit road, like lap traffic, they had fresher stuff, so I knew they'd pull away. But just I don't know if I was overzealous getting in a corner and just flat spotted something. But like after I got stuck behind them, and it was just for a short period of time. Like my right front was completely gone, so I was having to nurse it there at the end and just sitting there watching the interval back to Eric and Chase just slowly drop. So, like I said, I think 5-10 more laps, it's a different story. Like I was having to almost completely be off the gas and coast the corner just to get it to turn. So, I think part of it, that second run after the first caution, I don't know if the track changed, but I felt really good. Was able to be a little bit more aggressive than I had been in the first run, and then maybe just something that changed the track again, and I pushed it a little bit too hard. But right front was completely gone by the end of that one.
I was thinking it was when Ronnie Welchel came out of the pits and put you in some dirty air. I thought maybe that might have caused the truck to get a little tighter.
That's what it was, 100%. Yeah, that traffic I was talking about was them coming off pit road.
Yeah.
And, it's one of those things where leading is great, but when you get put in situations like that, like I said, I hit the dirty air and haven't really felt that, and it was the truck acted way different, and then I did something wrong in that short period of time to where the right front was cooked. So like I said, too much longer. Chase I think ate up like almost a whole second there at the end in that last run. So I was able to get away, which was good. But too much longer, they would have ran it back in. So they did a lot better job of taking care of their tires.
Well, week in, week out, you have 4 oval wins. Didn't do as great in the road course, but it really doesn't matter. You're locked into the playoffs as long as you show up for another 3 weeks, I believe. And you got a really good shot at winning this whole thing. How do you feel about Bristol? Is short tracks your thing, or does it matter?
I said that they weren't going into Richmond, and it changed with a little bit of practice. So, I'll see what I can do at Bristol. Eric is fast every week, so him saying Bristol circling on the calendar, I think he's going to be the favorite going into next week, and I'll see if I can drum up anything for him. But, now road courses, like I said, I still finished 5th last week, which isn't bad, but when the slap wagon was in my mirror there coming to the last lap, I almost got lapped. So, last week was not nearly as fun as these other 4 had been. But like I said, you got to be able to do it all, turn left and turn right. So, like I said, I'm excited for Bristol. It's one of my favorite tracks to watch. Like it's one of the favorite venues. I don't race well there necessarily, but I'll see if I can do something about that leading up to it.
It's definitely another track that you're going to have to watch tire wear. It's easy to burn them up there. So it'll be interesting for sure. Adam, what do you got for the winner?
Man, back to back Matt Montgomery. Heck of a run tonight, man. You paced the field just like Chase Stifley said, man. You got up there and just stayed consistent through the whole night. You had way less fall off than everyone else. So those grip hacks you have, they really shine tonight.
Oh yeah, I always got to make sure you got the grip packs going. But yeah, like I said, I felt like I did a good job of being consistent and managing tire up until the end of that last run when I saw, the 18 and the 91 closing in. But I think part of what made it tough and really kind of what changed everything is that you had those trucks that stayed out, and I thought about doing the same thing just because I knew if you had any kind of like if you had fresh tires at the end, if a yellow came out, that you would have been able to run away with it. And so it was really tough to take the last set of tires when I did. But it's just the racing has been so clean in this league that you can't it's not like officials or it's not like some other leagues where you can bet on a caution coming out. And so it's nice being able to in the back of my head anticipate a green flag run. That's something that Jordan Bridges and I were sitting there talking about him in the 45. And shout out to him. He had a really good run tonight too. But we were kind of going back and forth on after that last caution, like, do we take tires? And it's like part of us wanted to save them because you only get 2 sets, and so you got to be real smart with it. But like I said, it's really refreshing to be in a position to where, like, in the back of our head, it's like, nah, there's a chance this thing goes green, and then you're just in trouble at that point. So, like I said, shout out to really the entire field for keeping it like that. I know we had a couple cautions here and there, but I mean, like I said, everybody gives each other room, races hard, and you don't have to worry about anybody doing anything dirty out there, and it's been really fun.
Oh yeah, it's really fun watching you, man. And you've been up in here with us. This is your 4th time, so you know what time it is. It's the floor is yours for all your sponsors, teammates, shout outs, whatever you want.
All right. Well, I appreciate people tuning in. Rolling through the chat. I know Titans is talking about. Of course, that's Dylan, but hopping in here with an alternate account, like a sleeper account or something like that, coming and smacking on me. But yeah, he gets to whoop on me on Fridays, so we'll we'll settle that there. But now, shout out to, like I said, everybody that I race with and run with. So Sam, Jordan, Jamil, Matt, John, Jordan D, Dylan, and then the wheelmen that I run with on Fridays. Those are a great group of guys. And as far as sponsors go, obviously West Texas Pepper Traders. If you can't get them at your local HEB, go to peppertraders.com, get them online, ship them to your house. Smack on them. And then, shout out to 45 Inc. and, both Dark Ace Digital and E-Racing Designs for making the 2 cars that I run. But yeah, like I said, it's been fun, and we'll see what happens next week. And obviously, shout out to you guys. It's fun to go back and watch these replays, and you guys have done a really good job with it.
Yeah, and we, it's kind of hard to show you when you got such a large lead. So when you go back and you don't see yourself too much, hopefully you don't hold that against us.
Oh no, it's fine. Like I said, it's fun to go back and kind of watch and see what happens, throughout the race, because we only see what's out our windshield, and so whatever battles or accidents or races, like, we don't know what happened. We just kind of have to go back and watch it. So I appreciate you guys doing that to where or doing this to where we can go back and go back and watch that.
Well, just know, Matt, if you're not on the stream, it's because you're in the lead, and it's your fault because you're not back there in the action. So.
I mean, they keep I keep waiting for Eric and Chase to qualify. Like, I'm not sure what's going on with that, or if I need to starting back there, with them. But I always kind of wait until about halfway where I expect that 18 and 91 to pop up. That or the 29 typically are the ones that are up there at the end. So, I don't know if I need to start in the back, but I mean, I love starting up front. I love getting contract position to be able to manage the race from there. It's sitting back in traffic, there's no, I think a lot of it's just the unpredictability. I mean, it takes one slip up or one accident in front of you to end your night. So like I said, I like starting up front, but who knows, one of these races I might say screw it and go back there and run around with Eric and then with the traffic, see what happens.
Yeah, let's see that happen. Well, I mean, you got nothing to lose. I think you're pretty much locked into this playoff. But, man, good talking to you as usual, and want to wish you the best next week. And, yeah, we look forward to that, and I hope you have a good week, man.
I appreciate it. You too.
Have a good one, man. Right there you go. Your winner, everybody. Matthew Montgomery. I don't know what it's going to take for these people to beat him, Adam.
Man, they're gonna have to qualify. Matt hit the nail on the head. They're gonna have to qualify. They stayed in the back all race. I mean, yeah, they said they were saving their stuff and this and that, but to put yourself into a winning position, you need to be up front. You need to start up front. You need to look and see what lines the leaders are running. You know, get a sense of pace. You know, they didn't have that pace running in the back until they got in clean air. But by then you didn't know, you know, how hard to push it or what you needed to do, or you know, and Matt was up front. He knew how hard he needed to push it. He knew when to save. You know, these guys, they wasn't up there till 20 to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think they like that challenge of starting in the rear and
it's fun. It's fun. But in order to put yourself in a winning position against Matthew Montgomery, you need to be up there with him at the start of the green flag.
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully we'll see somebody knock Matthew Montgomery down next week at Bristol. You can join us back here again Thursday night to watch the Gen 4s tackle the same track here in Nashville. Same time, 7:45 p.m. We'll go live. I want to give a big shout out to each and every one of you that tuned in, that watched, that dropped a comment, that hit the subscription button, that gave a like on the video and stuck around with Adam and I throughout this race. I want to shout out Outcast Motorsports for everything. Shout out to Fiance for being patient with me and letting me do these broadcasts and races each and every week. And who else we got? Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. You can't forget about them. Go on over to www.georgiamountainfairgrounds.com and snoop around. I'm telling you, got a bunch of events. The Rhododendron Festival. There you go. Adam, send us away, man, with your shout outs and the send out.
All righty, man. I want to thank Zero X Media and Design as usual. You know, super cool group of guys. And Outcast League for allowing us to do this on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Also want to give a shout out to my wife. I have not seen her tonight. You know, the couch is empty. She must be doing something with the kids. But thank her for all she does for me and the children. And the checkered flag is out, and so are we. Have a good night.